Hey everybody, we're here. Five for Talking, new episode, hockey podcast. I'm here with Caps. He's the host. I'm the guy. And hockey. So I want to start this off. A bit of a sad note. Walter Gretzky, Canada's hockey dad, has passed away. As per Wayne Gretzky letting us know last night. And it's pretty sad. I mean, he's the quintessential hockey father of hockey of Canada, and we just like to pay our respects to that. And I don't know if you have any thoughts.
The last time I went to a Leaf game, we left the game, and the crowd took a long time to leave. Like, we're in the tunnel to go to the subway. Just everything was just going by so slow. And we're walking, and all of a sudden, I just see people just stopping and going, stopping and going. As soon as we got to what was causing everything, it was just Wayne Gretzky's dad literally stopping to take a picture with every single person that was asking to take a picture with. I regret not taking a picture with him, but very, very, just from what I saw, very gracious person, didn't complain, just willing to take pictures with anybody and every, in a horror, like crazy situation like that. He was just willing to do, just a normal person, normal dude.
He really meant a lot to the hockey community, and he's just a genuine person, like a people's person. And I saw a lot of pictures from celebrities and stuff who were hockey fans who went from the States all the way to Brantford just to meet Walter Gretzky. Not even to meet Wayne Gretzky. They traveled just to meet Walter Gretzky. So he means a lot to hockey, and we like to pay our respects to the Gretzky family.
82 years old.
Yeah. Created the greatest player of all time. So let's get going with some hockey talk for this week. So I'm going to start it out here. I have a few complaints, so I'll try to go through. There's a lot of NHL issues happening right now on the ice. Outside of the goalie interference situation that seems to be out of control, but I don't even want to talk about that. So Binnington on St. Louis the other night got pulled out of net, and he went on an absolute rampage. Unwarranted completely. As professionally as possible, what a piece of crap. That was a horrible thing to do. He attacked a guy for nothing and then fake punched Carlson in the face with his blocker and then went after the goalie who didn't even was just standing in his net.
Just a total meltdown, man. I don't know what the deal was. I don't know if there was something going on there, man, but just it's not the first time we've seen something like that. I mean, there are some hockey players that have done stupid things like that before. Yeah, man, that's it's a weird thing, man. Weird thing. I hope he's getting some help over that stuff, man.
Yeah,
because,
it was honestly one of the
I saw the
things.
clip. I saw the clip the other day, and I was like, okay, that goalie didn't really deserve that.
None of those people.
The opposition.
To be honest with you, I was absolutely furious because I thought he actually punched Carlson in the face. I was like, how are you letting this happen? I would have had him arrested at the arena. What the hell? He's just walking around on the ice after the whistle, skating around, punching people in the face, only because he got pulled from the game. Not because there was a fight or something, just because he was mad that he got pulled from the game.
I can only judge by the footage I saw, and it looked like he was just having a moment, and it was just a meltdown. It's a scary sight to see, because those are some of those times where I really hope that management takes a look at that and says, I think this person needs to get some help.
You don't need another McSorley situation or Todd Bertuzzi where a player just absolutely loses his cool and does something so stupid.
Stu Grimson?
Yeah.
Remember that?
We don't need any of those. So let's continue on here with my rant about goalies that are doing dumb things. Mike Smith, regardless of how you feel, because I know you like him, I lost a lot of respect for him over their series with the Leafs. He played like an absolute goon. Like, I know you're losing, but like, he's whacking at people. He's hitting people in the balls. He's tripping people in front of the net. He's punching people in the back of the head when they're down. Like, just like, it's not their fault that your team is losing. You got to get over it. I'm not like, you're supposed to be an example setter for the league. You're a veteran. You've played on Team Canada's. You're like, come on. That's so ridiculous.
Can't argue with that.
And I didn't know that when I was complaining to you about it the other day, I didn't even know the extent of it. I saw a reel of the things he was doing after the game when they were talking about it on TSN or Sportsnet, and it was crazy. Like, he had like at least 14, 15 incidents where he did something that should have been a penalty. So anyways, I'm moving on from that. That's my rant of the day.
You did your thing.
I got 3 right now. We'll go through this really quick. You have the slew foot, which is being considered foot tripping on Brett Pesce on Robbie Fabry. That happened when he held him and kicked him in the back of the leg yesterday.
Suspendable.
You have the
Can you imagine that? Like, no, but can you imagine that? Like, let's say he falls backwards and something happens with his helmet and he gets hit on the ice.
What happens if he falls backwards and someone's skating by and he hits his head right off their knee or something, and it's like game over?
Suspendable, man.
I get it.
Suspend him.
I get it. I agree with that. There's also the headshot incident with Litchfield on McKinnon, which I don't think was an intentional headshot, but he was going to be a dirty hit because he was trying to get off the ice. McKinnon was skating by and he was going to level McKinnon, but he missed him and clipped him in the head. McKinnon is
I think it was intentional, bro.
You do? I don't think it was an intentional headshot, though. If you see the way he hits him, he skins across his shoulder and then gets him in the head.
Yeah, which makes it intentional.
Yeah,
he had the chance to hit him in the side.
He missed, though. You could see that he missed.
I don't think he missed. The guy took okay. What makes it intentional is he took 3 strides. He didn't try and go after the puck. He took 3 strides to hit the guy.
No, I agree with that.
So he could have had the chance to hit him in the side, which he could have done. But if you look at it, he doesn't. He went for his head.
I agree with you that the hit was intentional. I don't agree with that. I mean,
he was bending over.
I fully agree that he meant to do that hit and it was a dirty hit and he deserved a suspension for it regardless. I don't personally think the headshot was real, but I'm not going to argue that. I could care less. What he did was wrong, and
you brought it up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I could care less if he was intentionally doing the headshot. Because to me, it didn't look like it. If he did, regardless of what happened, him going at McKinnon like that is a punishable offense regardless of the headshot or not, is what I'm saying.
No, it's punishable whoever it is.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it was McKinnon. That's why I'm saying McKinnon.
Yeah,
he skated cross ice to get off knowing he was going to hit him, which I think is messed up. It doesn't matter if you meant to hit him in the head.
McKinnon was not standing up straight. He was bent over. And if you look at it, yes, he does get a little bit of the chest, but most of the brunt of the check went to his head.
But it looks like, this is the end of the thing I'm saying. It looks like in the replays from the other side of the ice that he hit him in the shoulder and then McKinnon he outskated McKinnon and got ahead of him and hit him in the head. He
should have adjusted and went for the puck instead. I'm sorry, bro. But I guess we can agree that it was a sustainable
it's punishable. That's my point, right? It's either way, it's punishable, and I don't care what happened. It's punishable. And then
doesn't matter who it is, though.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who it is. And then you had the Ovechkin nut shot on Frederick on Boston.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. This is not the first time he's done this.
No, apparently this is like the 5th time he's done this. But
suspendable.
A lot of these issues, you see the things we're bringing up here with the Mike Smith and all of this and that. These things are being noticed more now because there's no fans. There's less distraction. The refs are seeing so much more of what's happening. And I think this is better. there's more replays happening. There's more attention to what's happening in New York. And is it in New York, the replay thing, or is it in Toronto? Toronto. Okay. And good for them. I like that. And I'm getting off this. So Calgary fired Jeff Ward and hires Darryl Sutter.
Yeah, he retired back in 2019. I guess it's coming back. But
wasn't a Sutter a coach of Calgary already? One of them.
They both were. He brought his brother in afterwards. So he was the coach when Calgary made it to finals against Tampa Bay.
And then he went to LA.
And then he became the GM. And then it was just too much for him. He was the GM and the coach, and he brought his I think he brought Keenan in first. Didn't work out, and then he brought his brother in.
Yeah.
And then he went on to LA, which he won 2 cups with.
Mm-hmm.
So like from what I understand, he's a very hard-nosed coach. But yeah, you know, I guess he wanted another go at it. So
I mean,
let's see how it goes, I guess.
Skill-wise, I'm not making this comparison. Just understand that now. But player type-wise and the roster build-wise, Calgary has a similar type of team to that LA team. So let's see if maybe he likes that. He accepted the job, so I'll move on from that. Allegedly, supposedly Brent Seabrook is the one who said this, so I'm going to take this as it happened. He has retired from the NHL.
Mm-hmm. He retired.
So just to give you some quick stats, he had 464 points in 1,114 games, 59 points in 123 playoff games, and he was a very integral part of 3 Stanley Cups.
Yeah.
So
it's rumored that he retired because of a serious hip injury. And
yeah, he was also having back issues for a few years. So
yeah. 35 years old. I mean, you know, probably could have gone a few more years if it wasn't for these issues that he was having. But in
today's hockey, he was a bit slow. He kind of lost his legs once he hit his 30s, but
because of the issues.
He was already kind of a slow skater to begin with. He's like not unskilled, definitely not. He's a big guy.
Help.
He's a very big guy.
Definitely doesn't help.
It's a loss to the NHL, to Chicago's organization. I could definitely see him coming in on some kind of capacity with the team. So
they're now down to Keith and Kane.
Chicago,
so they lost Taves and Seabrook.
Well, Taves will be back, but Kane will come up.
Someone for this year though.
Kane will come up shortly. So let's jump into Taylor Hall. Says he wants to stay in Buffalo.
Not sure why.
Maybe he likes it there. He is kind of like. Remember, we were making fun of Taylor Seguin the other day of being like a party animal, but like Taylor Hall was kind of that guy too. And those guys are all young guys. That team is all young guys. Maybe he likes the atmosphere. I don't know. I'm just speculating.
I don't get what's there to like. The team sucks. They brought in Stahl, they brought in Hall, and they're not doing well.
Okay.
I think from my understanding is. Jack Eichel is very frustrated.
I would be.
And there's a rumor that he's not going to sign at the end of this year. I think his contract's up, or if I'm not mistaken. What is there to like? I don't understand.
Yeah, I agree. If you're, especially for him, like I'm not going to say Taylor Hall because I don't even believe that he's up there in this conversation. But if you're Jack Eichel and you're a top 10, 12 talent in the NHL just based off your abilities, it's got to be frustrating.
Dude, I put McDavid and Eichel in the same boat as, okay, they spent 5 years with the only team they've ever been with. I'm pretty sure their ultimate goal is to win a cup. How many years are you going to let this thing go?
Yeah,
this amount of losing.
I agree.
And when it gets to the point where, like, you know what, he's going to have to stand up and say, I want to leave.
And
because it looks like every year they try and put some sort of team together. It just doesn't work out.
I don't mean this as a judge of character in any way, but I feel like McDavid is probably, barring a trade or like being forced out, is never going to leave Edmonton. But I can absolutely see Jack Eichel getting fed up and just leaving Buffalo because, I mean, I don't know. On paper, you can't deny this. This is the last thing I want to say about this. On paper, you cannot deny that Buffalo's team is one of the best in the NHL. and it's insane how bad they are. I mean, they need a good goalie, but they have so much talent. How much more talent do you need to win?
I don't even blame the GM because he tries his best. He's trying his best to put a good team together, and it looks good on
It
paper.
looks good. It looks really good. I agree. Same with New Jersey, but what are you going to do? They'll come up later in this conversation. So we're going to jump into just some statistical categories here. Do you have anything?
Oh, keep going, bro.
Okay, so we'll keep going with this. So goals, NHL goals. Austin Matthews has the lead. He has 18 goals currently. Second place is Toffoli with 14. So I think Austin Matthews, if he stayed on the ice for this whole season, which I know he's not going to, would have put up some crazy numbers at least for modern day Leafs.
He's probably going to go through a bit of a downswing right now because of his wrist issues. So
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. I think he's going to struggle to stay out there. I think they're going to manage his time too. Points wise, you got McDavid first, who is he's 5 points ahead. That guy's tied for second, which is Draisaitl and Kane. Patrick Kane, second place in points. People were saying he was getting a little bit old. The guy has like 35 points in 19 games on a really bad team.
Yep. For the longest time, I always thought that Taves was a better player in Chicago than Kane. But you know what? This guy's making a hell of a case for himself right now.
And don't forget, he did most of his... He produced most of his numbers playing on the second unit. So Taves always had the better players on the line with him.
That was like 1A, 1B.
Yeah, but the first line was better, in my opinion. Anyways, I digress. Goalies, Vasilevsky's dominating right now. What are you going to say? He's somewhere in the top of every goalie category. He has the most wins. He's absolutely a monster.
Friggin' better be. I mean, he just won the cup last year.
That's fair. Anderson is actually surprisingly pretty up there, but I mean, the Leafs are winning. This is something I wanted to bring up. John Gibson, Anaheim goalie, only has 5 wins, okay? 5 wins. 3 of them are shutouts. He's leading the league in shutouts, okay? And he has the 6th most shots against of any goalie, and he has 3 shutouts.
So what does that tell you? His team sucks.
Oh yeah, and we didn't even treat them like they were going to be that bad, which was the weird thing. So standings wise, you got the top 5 teams right now are Toronto with a 5-point lead in first place. Tampa Bay, Carolina, Florida, Washington are the top 5 teams. That's all Eastern Conference teams. And then the worst 2 teams. Also Eastern Conference teams, Buffalo and New Jersey.
Florida's a hell of a surprise.
Yeah.
Out of all the teams that you said right there, Florida's got to be the biggest surprise.
But like I made the argument the other day, in that division, you have Tampa Bay, Carolina, and then you have Washington and Florida. All 4 of them are in that. No, are they? I just got confused. No, they're not.
You were just making the point, man. I was just getting...
No, they're not. I'm wrong. But anyways, I don't believe that Florida is for real. I'm just going to be honest. I think that they're just playing really well right now, and come playoff time, they're not going to hold up. I don't even know if they're going to hold up all season. I'm pretty sure they've played less games at this point than anyone except Dallas. So
I don't have an opinion.
Buffalo, New Jersey are the worst. We basically just we touched on that.
We expected that. Buffalo, not so much. New Jersey, we expected that, but
yeah, it's crazy too because New Jersey's just sucking down first top 10 picks. Like their amount of top 15 picks they've had in like the last 15 years, and they haven't really used them to do anything is, I don't know. There's going to be change. I see big change coming in New Jersey, but that's all I have.
It's funny how they bypass some of the veterans that they have on that team to make the rookie captain of the team.
I don't know, man. I have a lot of issues with New Jersey. their team last year should have been a contender.
Should have been. There you
Yeah.
go. There's some more light.
Oh, hi. He turned on the light for the last 10 seconds of the episode, guys.
It's the best part. Yeah. I'm good with that, man.
All right. Well, that's all I have, guys. Thank you for watching. Let us know who you think is the best team. Yeah, we got through. Why? You got something else?
I thought there was something else, but
there's nothing else.
There's nothing else? Are you sure?
Go ahead. You tell me something else.
Are you sure?
You tell me something else.
I thought there was something else, man.
All right.
But...
Well, now I'm going to wait till you find something else, and I'll just talk to my friends in the YouTube lands. So, guys, what did you eat for lunch today? Was it tasty?
That was everything.
That was everything. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Caps, wave to the people.
Here's Caps waving to the people.
Okay, bye.